here at Development One, we always start with a thumbnail sketch. And that thumbnail sketch might be in a napkin or a trace paper, very simple sketches that are done by hand. And that really is the birth of a project. In putting our ideas on paper, not having to think about what button to push. After that, we go on to be able to develop it further in the computer. And refine it and develop it. So we depend on both. Still draw by hand, and we still develop in the computer, and it's become much faster. And both of them really need to work together to be able to come up with good ideas. I know architects that actually go straight to the computer and able to develop things in the computer. Personally, I'm old school. I start off with a thumbnail sketch and to be able to explain my ideas. And then I have the personnel here at the office develop it further in the computer. When we design a project, we usually are not presented with any drawings ahead of time. However, this day and age, the method of building a building, the design-build method, which has become very common in the last 20, 30 years within the federal government. It is common that they will develop a 35% set of drawings so that it can define the concept, define the purpose and the scope of work of the project. Once that is given to the design-build team, the design-build team will develop those drawings into a complex set of construction documents that will delineate the requirements of construction, everything from architecture to all the engineering disciplines involved. And so, yes, in that system, we are given a set of drawings up front. Otherwise, in a standard design bid build type of project, we're not giving anything other than possibly a written type of scope of work that defines what the goal of this project is. The dialogue in defining what a building is going to look like needs to have passion within it, needs to have some intensity, needs to have ideas flowing back and forth. We often try to challenge the client from the point of view of trying to get him excited about his project. And as we define it and as we go further, we will present drawings to him that will inspire him, and we'll have him ask questions, challenge us as designers to make it even better. So for the most part, yes, they are pretty intense, but we think that is a positive thing that in the end will bear fruit in a very well-designed facility that will make the client happy. One of the sayings that we have, and some of the things that we say as in the aviation era is that before you fly, every pilot is going to be and should be a little intense, should be very focused and very determined in the accomplishment of their goal. So whenever you talk to a pilot, he's going to be very, very intense before he flies. What that does is that it gives the pilot focus. If a pilot is not intense, well, then we believe that he's not 100% and probably should not be flying. I've been flying for 30 years, and still to this day, I put myself in that mode of intensity before every flight. If I'm not, then I need to ask myself, where am I? What's going on? Am I too tired? Am I not interested in this flight? In the same way in a project, am I not interested in this project? Am I disconnected? Is there something that I have not bought into? And so for that reason, I think it is a real good thing to be focused and intense while you're designing a facility. I think it's a real good thing.